All right, this is episode 7. Interesting week of football we had. Very interesting. We can talk about, Texas beating Alabama was great. Awesome, loved it for the brand. Talk about Colorado still 2-0 now.
Oh yeah.
Prime time.
Utah surviving against Baylor.
Barely.
Texas Tech. Oregon, right?
Yeah, Texas, Oregon, Wisconsin, Washington State.
A lot of upsets. Tennessee almost got upset against Austin Peay. Don't want to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it.
We'll
if we
talk
don't want
about
to.
it.
We don't have to talk about
We'll
it.
talk about it.
We don't have to talk about
A
it.
dub's a dub.
It
Yeah,
is.
Washington State beating Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Is it Nebraska's down bad?
They're 0-2. Very bad
We
down.
shouldn't have shouted out the Huskers.
Dude, our Husker fans who's watching, y'all are some,
Y'all need to-
some
y'all
hot
need to be
garbage.
like-
That quarterback y'all got is some hot garbage.
we might have
Sims-
jinxed the Huskers.
Sims.
Y'all need to
Awful.
That guy from
renegotiate
Georgia-
He's
a contract.
actually
He's that guy
costing.
from Georgia Tech, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah.
He might. Yeah, he's costing y'all the season.
Jeff.
Sims. You're right.
Yep.
It was just an absolute. They were in there for a little bit. Defense was playing well. Offense couldn't get anything going. I wonder why. Because he bobbled the ball how many freaking times? Threw how many picks?
Dude's trash.
Awful. I feel for the Husker fans. Sorry about
I'd rather
that.
have Aaron Rodgers out there with no Achilles.
R.I.P.
Yeah, that was sad.
R.I.P.
He said sorry, kid, to Garrett Wilson. I kind of teared up a little bit.
Did you see that there was a video on TikTok about their relationship, how it got built up, and then
It's
it
like
ended
father
with
and
that.
son.
It really is, yeah. But yeah, Texas. We can talk about Texas Bama real quick because that was
That's
awesome.
fine. I didn't get to watch it. I got to watch the highlights, so y'all probably a little bit more into it than I did.
I mean, Jalen Milroe looked really good at some parts and then horrible at other
Horrible in
parts.
others.
You know what he actually reminded me of? He reminded me of y'all's old quarterback, Garantano.
Garantano.
Oh, God.
Garantano sometimes looked like he was competent, and then there's times I'm like, dude,
He's a stud.
he looked competent.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and then there's times I'm like, oh my god.
I thought you said incompetent.
Oh,
My bad.
well, he
Like,
competent
this guy
and
actually
incompetent.
got a college offer and he's on scholarship.
Yeah,
somehow.
there's time I'm like, dang, Garantano is the truth, and the other time I'm like, dude, Tennessee got hoed out of a scholarship because they got
Yeah.
him.
Got hoed out of a scholarship.
Yeah, on the opposite side, Quinn Ewers like stud,
Looks so good.
so good, dropping Xavier
All he had to
Worthy
do was
and
cut
AD
the mullet
Mitchell.
off.
Huh?
The mullet fixed it.
Oh yeah, he lost some weight too. He's looking
Of course,
good,
of
looking
course.
slim, Yeah, dude.
Playoff contenders.
But no, Bama's lying. They're averaging 6'7", 300 pounds, and they're just getting absolutely dosed. I don't know.
Yeah.
You didn't get to watch it. They
Yeah,
were
I
just
got to
getting
watch
beat
highlights.
off the line, dude. It was crazy. But
Who's
yeah,
that big, wild defense lineman for Texas?
I don't know.
He's a dog.
He's a stud though. I
There was I think it's the tight end. It's number 0.
mm-hmm.
He's absolutely humongous.
For Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he used to be toting the rock.
Yeah.
Get back there, run
He's
fullback.
he's running back, receiver, tight end. He'd probably throw the ball if he needs to.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Backup
He's huge.
quarterback, backup center.
Well, that was Nick Saban's 9th loss in T-Town.
Is it really ever?
Yeah, in his career, yeah, his 9th loss in home.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I
he-
saw a stat that said they've never beat an Ohio State transfer. So Joe Burrow
Mm-hmm.
and Quinn Ewers.
Yeah.
And there's 2
LSU
more, I'm not sure.
Since Nick Saban's been at Alabama, LSU's beat them 3 times at the 9.
Really, dude, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
So we're pretty much saying Quinn Ewers.
Quinn
Joe
Ewers is
Burrow.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow.
LSU owns T-Town.
So Texas is the greatest football team of all time.
Of
Then
course.
this year.
Yeah, I
Yes.
guess so.
If we want to talk about that,
They're
Yeah.
way better than LSU.
Oh,
100%, 100%.
Not even close.
I will say, I thought it was. If we want to talk about that, AD Mitchell, he had a tutty. Played against Bama at Georgia. He looked good, man. He looked good.
Texas is a contender.
Yeah.
Now we'll find out the pretenders when they play Oklahoma.
That's really the only
Where's that at?
It's at a neutral playing
Yeah.
site every year. It's the Red
River rivalry.
rivalry.
yeah.
Talk about a tongue twister.
But yeah, no, that was a fun game.
There was a clip at the end of the game where the Texas players were running by the Alabama recruiting section. And we're like, y'all need to come to Texas. They're like, come to Texas.
Oh my God.
Sounds like LSU. doesn't it?
Yeah, they're trying to be. Everybody's just trying to be like LSU. It's what it comes down to.
They're trying to be like LSU.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 Texas players in their recruiting section. Like, come to Texas.
That's what LSU did when they beat them last time. They're like, come on,
Come to the boot.
come to the boot, which they never came.
Respectfully.
Are we ready?
Yeah. Well, I guess Florida had a big win.
Yeah, Florida had a big win against
McNeese State.
McNeese State. It's huge for the program.
Huge.
How is that huge for the program?
They did. They were
That
supposed
was
to
their
do.
first win in 4 games.
It's McNeese State.
You could say about Austin P.
But the thing is,
And we almost- we
here's my
were
thing.
kidding.
Here's my thing. McNeese State and Austin P would be a hell of a match.
It would be. I'm taking the Governors over McNeese. I'll tell you that.
Now
Shout out to
Tennessee.
Governors.
I actually watched the Tennessee game. I'll tell you one
And I
thing.
didn't get to watch it.
I watched the Tennessee game. Whoever's y'all's backup center, hot garbage. He was getting worked all night.
Hopefully Cooper Mays.
Milton, your Lord and Savior, trash. I'm sorry. He looks
We should have
awful.
put the
I will
llama
say-
He looked awful.
I will say, the first
Your wide receivers, awful.
That's what I'm saying. He started off 0 for 7.
Awful.
6 of those passes were drops. It
And
wasn't his
then-
fault.
Tennessee's already had a players only meeting, so there's obviously some drama. When they have a players only meeting, there's some
I
beef
wouldn't say
somewhere.
I wouldn't say it's drama. I think it's just like, yo, like Joe Milton had acknowledged that win was, even though they won, all that was on him. I think he just, being a leader,
And
stepping
then-
up.
And apparently there was some llama chants in the stadium, some
Llama,
Nico
llama.
chants.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Some llama chants, and thank God Josh Heupel didn't put Nico in at the fourth quarter because there'd have been a
They would have
riot.
scored too many points.
I don't know about that, but then you create division between quarterbacks because then you give
Yeah.
a crowd satisfaction of seeing some dude walk in, and Joe's supposed to be the savior of that team. Joe just in the pocket just crumbles.
Well, the
That
thing
whole
is,
game,
he's
he
so
crumbled.
I think he's throwing it too hard.
yeah, he definitely is.
I mean, nothing's changed since the last time y'all
But-
tried this Joe Milton experiment.
I know, but you got to give the man time to look. He's got a helmet on. He's got a face mask, a visor. He's got 6
Yeah.
foot
And
tall
also, they
people in
didn't-
front of him. Like,
I tried saying
Give him
before the
time.
season
Trying
started.
to blow the
The
visor off.
like give him some time to
Joe
react to the
Milton
football.
experience
Yeah.
has been tried and tried again, and nothing's changed.
It's crazy. We're still 2-0, and we got a big game coming up on Saturday.
Yeah.
And if we want to transition into that,
We can.
because this is great. I don't know if you know much. I learned a lot about the rivalry, just doing my research.
Of course.
So if we want to get into
Let's
it,
get into it.
All right,
I'm
all right.
waiting for this presentation.
The young man has stood up.
Hey, wise word said. Tim Tebow said, "Football was better when Tennessee's good."
all right. So yep, I cooked this up a couple nights ago. Just because I don't know if a lot of people know how big this rivalry actually is. It's pretty hefty.
Yeah.
Did
So-
you know a duck can pull a truck?
Duck can pull a truck. Shout out Oregon. But yeah, finger gun. Let's go. Let's start it up. So I'm gonna give you a little rivalry record. First off, first meeting ever. 1916, Tennessee whooped up on Florida 24-0. Pretty great. Last meeting was last year. Pretty close game. Vols pulled it off though. 38-33. All-time record. Florida. We don't have to look at that. Dominates. Yeah, they went on like 11-game win streak. It is what it is. If you take that out, it's probably closer. But yeah, look, long streak, 11 wins. But anyways, yeah, keep going. Give you some fun facts. You know Billy Napier. First off, is Cookville native. Shout out Brady Ragland. But he's the first coach to lose the 4 main rivals in the same season, which I didn't even know LSU and Florida was rivals.
They are.
Just found that out. But yeah, they lost to
Gator bait.
Florida State, Georgia, LSU, and Tennessee, which was pretty insane. And then if you want to show like 2 powerhouses, shout out Matt, just saying 2 powerhouses. Look at that next one. I want you to read it out, Matt. Read it out.
Florida, Vols and Gators won the SEC 9 times combined from 1990 to 2000. One national title each.
Mm-hmm.
Peyton Manning
Oh, you don't have to read that one. But yeah, go ahead if you want to.
cost them the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, Peyton never beat Florida. And the only time he beat Virginia Tech in Gainesville.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time he ever won in the swamp. Fun fact.
Fun fact from 07 to 2020.
What's up?
LSU and Alabama combined for like a lot of
This is this your
championships
segment? I don't think this is
and
your
a
segment.
lot of national
This is in your
championships.
segment.
Just
Anyways,
saying.
I think he needs to go into work.
he needs to go back to work. All right, go move on. So even more fun facts. You want to read that one again, Matt? Read that one.
From 1985 to 2007, both teams were ranked every time they played each other.
No, you're done. You're done. That's 2 powerhouses right there. Those are 2 SEC East domination
Being
teams right
ranked
there.
25th in 06 doesn't mean nothing.
Shh. Anyways, pipe down over there. Pipe down. But yeah, and then this is a great quote from old Steve Spurrier himself.
Spurrier.
Spurrier. Sorry, you know what I mean. You can't spell citrus without UT. Every time Tennessee and Florida played, apparently they never could make it past Citrus Bowl to get to the Sugar Bowl. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah. Go on. So this is what I found. Why does Tennessee hate Florida? First off, the disrespect. You saw that last quote, right? Now, read that quote, Matt, because you're so interested in this.
The disrespect. I know why Payne came back for his senior year. He wanted to be a 3-time star of the Citrus Bowl. Steve Spurrier.
Crazy.
That's good.
That's crazy,
That's
isn't
good,
it?
Which is true. It's fact.
I thought it was outrageous, in my opinion.
How is it outrageous?
That's a coach talking about a college kid, man. College kid.
We could do that.
I wouldn't allow it. My fan base would never. Just saying.
Throw trash on.
Huh?
Y'all throw trash on fields.
Only when you deserve it.
Yeah.
We're like Robin Hood.
We're helping out the poor.
We steal from the wealthy.
Yeah. Anyways, so the next point is, this is in 2000. Matt, I don't know if you know this. Jabbar Gaffney dropped the ball. Now, I don't want to put the video up there because of copyright reasons. You can go back and watch it. They ruled a touchdown. Literally got ripped out of his hands, and they said he held on to it, apparently. BS.
They
Loaded
weren't
BS.
taking that back to New York.
They weren't. Well, they didn't have review back in 2000. But that was a drop. Everyone and their mother knows it. Friggin' yeah. Anyways, next point. This was interesting. I didn't know about this. I just found this out.
Like a Cowboys fan.
What was that?
You sound like a Cowboys fan. Instead of making a drop, it's like it's.
Was it a catch?
It was a touchdown.
That was a catch.
The whole world.
The whole world knows it was.
Bryant caught that
It was a
football.
catch, dude. Anyways, I found this out. Jack Sells. So he used to work at Tennessee. I didn't know this. This is interesting. He got fired, and then ended up faxing the defensive coordinator at the time all of Tennessee's plays. All of Tennessee's plays. He ended up suing the University of Tennessee because of it, like defamation or whatever. But I thought that was pretty interesting. Florida ended up beating us that year, if you didn't know. Throwing it out there.
In 4 years after that.
What was that?
In 4 years after
Uh-huh,
that.
yeah, okay, pipe down. Anyways, I think this is another good reason. If anyone watched Swamp Kings, that last point is very true. It was the start of the Tebow era. Freshman coming out, giving some big plays. So, yeah, move on. So why does Florida, Tennessee? Hey, Tennessee, honestly, it's really just the big brother, little brother, mantra. Florida's a big dog, apparently. Tennessee's a little dog. But this was an interesting one. This is all
the dog in the fight, but besides the fight and the dog.
row. But yeah, this was all coming from Florida fans. I went on deep into Reddit because I was curious, So in 2001, because of 9/11, the game got moved to the end of the season, and because of that, Tennessee beat them and cost them a chance at the BCS National Championship. Pretty interesting in my opinion. I didn't know that. I was barely even alive, like a couple months old.
I was only 5 months old.
Exactly. I was barely kicking
I
legs,
was 3 years old.
You were like 7 at that time. Matt actually played in the game.
Yeah.
That was in college.
Yeah. Funny. Anyways, all right, next one. Steve Spurrier got beat out for Peyton Manning, which honestly it wasn't a huge loss, knowing that Peyton never beat Florida once.
Never did anything either.
I don't know about that one.
You
He had a pretty good NFL career, but
Talk
we're
about
gonna
college, How about college?
whatever. Anyways, already talked about that one. The last point was
Basketball Hall of Fame.
No Heisman, no Natty. Citrus Bowl MVP.
we can talk about the Heisman, but we're not gonna talk about that. Anyways, last one. Tennessee and Vandy led the charge to vacate Florida's 1984 SEC championship. A lot of NCAA violations that were committed, so thought that was pretty interesting. Shout out them Doors, man. Anchor down. All right, next one. This is painting a picture. This is, what we got in store for Saturday. Okay, it's in the swamp. It's a night game. That place is gonna be rocking. It's gonna be loud.
Mosquitoes everywhere.
Skeeters everywhere. As we talked about, Tennessee already struggled with Austin Peay. Florida dominated McNeese. It's gonna be an interesting game. I wasn't stressed going in before. Now I'm a little stressed, a little nervous. I'll be honest. I've been thinking about it the whole week. We'll see. Tennessee, I think the line. I don't know if the line's moved since, but it's moved from 7.5 to now 6.5. Which that might be a Vegas trap. May not be. We'll see Saturday. But that's all I got for you boys. Little quick thing, explaining why we hate each other.
Hey, send y'all's money line in the DMs.
The money line.
Yes, I wonder what your spread is. What are you picking?
Apparently, Matt's picking 13-0.
13-10.
13-10. That's your line.
He doesn't
That's
say who though.
I haven't said who.
I know
He
who
might be
I know
wrong.
who you're gonna say.
We'll find out and pick
He
him.
doesn't
I already
be
know.
wrong.
No, I already know he's gonna say. He's gonna say Florida. It's all right.
We'll find out.
We won't have to find out. Just say it out loud right now.
We'll do pickups later.
Right now.
Just say it right now.
Right now. Give it to me.
I have a good speech for it, so no.
A good okay.
Just come up and give the speech right now. I'm ready for it, dude.
No. Continue.
That's it. That's painting the picture. That's really all I got. It was just something quick.
I think it's
There
going to be a good game.
I think it's gonna be a great game. I think that
Can we go over the fact that you haven't beat them?
that's another point. It's been 20 years since we've been in the swamp. It's now or never.
Florida's had some pretty horrendous teams.
So is
Yeah,
Tennessee.
still couldn't beat them.
So is Tennessee, though. Just saying. Yeah, that's about it.
We're going to talk about our pick'ems. We're going to go over the totals first from the first 3 weeks.
Mhm. There might be an asterisk right there. I don't know.
0 versus 0 to 0, week 0 to week 2. This is week 3.
1, 2, 3.
So in the lead is a two-way tie out of Jackson and Chase. They're 23 and 12 out of the pick'ems. Shortly behind. It's controversial.
There's an
It's not,
asterisk.
though.
There's an asterisk,
There's-
possibly.
There's no record of you ever getting 3 wins.
But they take some games out, but it's here and over there.
I didn't see anything.
Um,
You see
I'm
that?
21 and 14. Shout out Silverdale. And
Well,
William
he still remembers that.
Williams in last with 19 and 15.
Big win over Duke Clemson, though.
He
Yeah,
called that
He
one.
called that one. That was
Yeah,
great.
He called, he called that
Won
shot.
some money that day.
Let's go over the games from last week just real quick. So Alabama, Texas, obviously game day. That was a big one. We had a gentleman, Chase, have an interview with a guy that worked college game day.
Shout out.
Chase picked Texas. The rest of us did not. Now Colorado in the prime versus the Huskers.
You know what's crazy is I put money on Colorado to win that too,
And you.
and I picked Nebraska. So
Oh,
I don't know
dude,
what was
your
going
Husker
on there.
faithfuls are gonna be
Yeah,
mad.
that,
at
my
you.
bad, my bad.
We're not shouting out the Huskers anymore.
No, that's gonna be.
Ole Miss and Tulane, that came down to the wire. Ole Miss is. I'm not a believer just because Tulane had their second string quarterback and only lost by 10, and they
It was-
dominated that game for the most part.
Very close, like it was up until the last minute too.
Yeah. Then obviously Miami to A&M was a shock the world. I didn't think Mario Cristobal could do anything great, but I guess he could beat the other guy that's lackluster in SEC, Jimbo Fisher. And App State took a loss to UNC. Apparently that was a shootout. I didn't get to
Was.
watch it.
OT.
We're not going to talk about Stanford USC. Everybody saw that coming except Jackson.
Shout out the trees.
Iowa State, Iowa won. Me and Jackson picked that one. The Chanticleers versus the Jacksonville Cox. Coastal Carolina won. And then Auburn almost fumbled the bag against Cal. Only won by 14-10. And then Utah
Almost fumbled the bag again.
Utah pulled it out. It was a game of second string quarterbacks. Baylor has a second string quarterback because their starter got hurt and Cam Rising's still out.
Mhm.
But started to week 3. The big one is the Tennessee Florida. I'm gonna let the Tennessee fans take.
I already know. You already write me down for the. I'm wearing my team. Got the orange going on today. I want to say this real quick before you pick,
Mhm.
because you said you were going to give a speech. I don't give a crap about that, but this is where the two teams are. You know, usually this is a go for college game day. I mean, honestly, Tennessee, Florida, why not? This is going to be a subpar mid match, I think.
Yeah, you know where college game is going, right?
Colorado, State.
You know where SEC Network's going.
Probably Colorado, State.
LSU, Mississippi State.
Oh, I wouldn't have that.
I think Josh Heupel's a good coach. I think that he's gonna fix this offense. Billy Napier's not the guy, but
Oh, my
give me
Lord.
them chomps,
I
baby.
already typed his name.
Yeah.
Florida 13-10, baby. They're winning the swamp Saturday night.
That is just an absurd score because we haven't scored. Our lowest scoring game was 30 points, and it was this past week.
You're about to play in a hostile environment.
Florida's defense is subpar at best.
It's Tennessee though.
You're about to play.
Is Cooper Mays playing this week?
Yeah, he should be. That's what they want. He's practicing this week.
If he doesn't, that center,
We'll see.
that center's getting worked by Austin
We'll
Peay.
see.
Austin pissed on. But let's go to Colorado State, prime time.
Give me prime time.
Yeah, I'm still riding with Neon.
What about you, Will?
Game prime.
It's an in-state rivalry. I don't think if Colorado State upsets them, oh snap! I guess
It's personal.
I guess the Louis Vuitton didn't come that night, but I don't think they will.
It's personal.
Yeah, South
Personal.
Carolina versus Georgia. I think this is gonna be a very good game. I think the Beamer Ball is gonna get them hyped up. Spencer Rattler's pretty much in form right now. He's
due.
He's due for a big game.
I'm taking the Gamecocks again.
I'm taking Beamer Ball.
I'm taking Beamer Ball.
I'm taking Beamer Ball.
And these are for my people at work.
I'm
just saying, these are my people at work that them Georgia fans just
I just
work.
gotta confirm. I just got breaking news. Cooper Mays is starting. Just gotta alert.
Come on,
Cooper
let's
Mays is
go.
starting. I just got
Huge.
A
That's
Tennessee
huge.
insider fan just
That's
told
huge.
me. But last time South Carolina played a top 4 ranked team or top 5 ranked team, they won by a lot.
Don't want to talk about it.
I don't know who they played that day.
I don't either.
Yeah,
I don't know.
me
I
either.
forget.
Must have been.
Their
Short-term
quarterback got
memory.
hurt or something.
Short.
I don't know.
You didn't have to go there. I mean, that was rude.
Where you going, Will?
Give me them dogs.
Give them
Them
dogs.
Come on, Will, we ride
Remember.
on.
Never dress up your dog.
Always dress up your dog.
Aztecas versus the Beavers. Or you say Beavers?
Beeves.
Who do you got?
Give me beeves.
I'm gonna go with.
Give me DJ. Give me Beavs. too.
You're going DJ. Yeah. Why not? Why not? If it's, I'm gonna go to the Aztecs, man. I'm going to the
You're going with the
Aztecs.
Aztecs.
I'm going to go with the Aztecs just because they might shock the world like they did March Madness.
Nobody
Yeah,
cares.
man. It's the
You never
Final
know.
Four, made a
Nobody
run.
cares.
Basketball and football are two different sports, but hey,
Now who you got? Oh, you got the beeves.
The Beavs.
Will, you got the beeves or you got the Aztecs?
I'm going with the Beavs.
Alright.
And then our next game is LSU at Mississippi State. Y'all know who I'm going with. I'm going with the Tigers.
I got a grudge with one of these schools. I'm not going to give you my reasons why I got a grudge with one of these schools. So I'm going to go with LSU.
Okay.
Probably some Macaulay crap.
It's not some Macaulay crap. It ain't actually Macaulay crap. But yeah, I'm gonna go with
Will,
the
you gonna shock
Tigers.
the world again?
Go with the
Give me
Cowbells.
State, bro.
Give him the Cowbells.
He's gonna shock the world.
I'm in
Watch.
this for the Dr. Pepper commercial.
Washington for Michigan State. With Michigan State having some turmoil right now with their coach being
Suspended? Did he?
suspended / dismissed. I don't know what all the rumors are. They're kind of going downhill after they gave him that. Like I think it was a 10-year extension after his first year, and then
10-year?
Well, after his first year, they gave him like a big
I didn't realize it was
extension,
10.
and then his second year was Buki Doo, and now this year's more some Buki Doo.
For other reasons.
Yeah.
So you're going
I'm
with
going
the Huskies?
Huskies, not the Huskers, Huskies.
I'm gonna go. Now I disrespected it when I talked to my friend Shaw. I disrespected Michael Penix because I completely forgot
The
he was
guy's
a
been
person,
playing well.
and I'll never forget that again. So I'm going Washington
Phil the
Huskies.
Phil the Penix.
Big Penix energy.
Where you going, Will?
Feeling like a Spartan? Or you
Feeling
feeling
state
like a
again?
Husky?
Going double state?
Are you feeling a little? This
Nah,
is
give me
Sparta.
Washington.
Yep.
There we go. There we go.
Washington.
We got a little border war next. Kansas State and Mizzou. I'm gonna go with my boy Deuce and the Wildcats.
I'm going K-State as well.
Shout out Deuce Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
Guys may not be the biggest, but he's got some heart.
He's got some heart. He really does.
He runs hard.
He runs hard.
I can't stand the Cowboys.
What do you want, man?
I want K-State.
Okay. So you're shouting out Deuce Vaughn.
No.
Who you shouting out then?
Shout out K-State.
You shouting out
Shout out
Deuce.
Deuce
You
Vaughn.
shouting out Deuce.
No,
It's okay to do that.
Shout out K-State.
All right.
Who you going, Will?
Give me Mizzou.
Oh! Little SEC boy
Shock
right
the
here.
world again.
No SEC.
Shout out the Chargers.
We got Syracuse.
You know,
We got Syracuse and Purdue.
I
I'm
can't
going-
pick the Boilermakers. I can't.
I'm going with the Qs.
I'm going with the orange because I just watched the movie The Express a couple days ago. Funny enough, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. Go orange, man.
Used to play with the Syracuse mascot
In NCAA.
14.
I
Who you
love it.
going with? Are you going with Purdue? The Boilermakers? Drew Brees?
You remember what they did to us in the Music City Bowl? Just remember that.
And in March Madness.
And in March Madness.
They kind of own y'all.
Hey,
Don't say that.
There's a lot of teams that own y'all, actually.
Don't say that.
watch that.
Give me Purdue.
Oh,
The Boilermakers. Willis needs to come back. He might hit some... You can put some bets on these games?
Oh yeah, I'm putting bets on the game.
Navy versus Memphis. You know me. I'm always going to roll my
Give me
goats.
J, baby.
I'm
Roll
always going to
goats.
roll my goats.
I can't stand Memphis. It's one of those schools where, like, growing up as a Tennessee fan, you just gotta hate. So I'm going Navy.
Not even Memphis. I just hate going to Memphis.
I hate both. I hate
The
both.
only thing Memphis has got is a Bass Pro Shop. It's the biggest pyramid in the world.
Besides the one,
I don't know about
the
that one.
original pyramids.
No, it's actually the
Is it
second.
bigger?
It's actually the second biggest pyramid in the world.
Wow.
Besides,
Let's
it,
fact check that.
besides, like,
I
the
don't think it is. I think it's
There's
one
no
of.
way it's
I think
bigger
it's
than
one of the
I think
biggest.
it's one
actual
of.
pyramids.
I don't think it's the second. I don't think it's bigger than Giza. Sorry. I think I've heard it said where it's one of.
I think it's one of the biggest.
Well, you can say everything is one of something.
Yeah, I got one of something too, but
We're one of the greatest high school players in the nation
yeah,
ever.
yeah,
One of,
one of.
you know.
I'm one of the shortest guys in the world. If you want to be like that,
Isaac Moulds
One
is
of.
one of the greatest golfers.
That might be
we-
a stretch.
the
That might be.
Cowboys,
Are the best
one
team in
of
the NFL right
the
now.
good teams in the NFL. There's 32.
They're the best.
Mm.
right now they're the best. I think.
Mm.
Now there's an asterisk by that because I think the Niners. Might be
There's an
playing some
asterisk.
big-
You gotta
some
wait. You
big
gotta
boy
wait till
football.
week 3 because they always fall apart in week 3.
I think you gotta wait till week like 11 or 12. 'cause
Dak
there's
Prescott be doing his
17
hip
damn
humps down the field.
Shout
Actually-
out J.C. Jackson.
It's number 8.
I knew it was one of.
It was one of.
It's always a
It's-
bunch of one ofs.
It's
You're one of the coolest guys I've ever met.
You're one of my best friends.
Straight disrespect.
Anyways,
He's on the verge of beating somebody.
It's either you or me.
I feel bad if he has road rage on the way home. That person's gonna be
Rest in peace to the geese.
the last one we got is Louisville and Indiana.
Give me Louisville.
Throw them L's up, baby. Throw them
I
up.
think it will.
I'm going with the Birds too.
Give me the Hoosiers.
I watched
That's
Louisville
crazy.
play. Let's see, back in was it 19 when Lamar was still there? Was that 19?
Around then, yeah.
I watched them play at Florida State against Louisville, and Louisville got after them.
Yeah. Just a hard-nosed football
I
program.
think this is going to be a good week of football. I'm really excited for that Tennessee-Florida game.
I think they're saying that this slate sucks. I think they're not looking as deep into it as we are. I think this is a great slate.
Where's that Navy Memphis game at?
It's in
Memphis.
Memphis.
Okay, who's Alabama
coulda-
play?
He offered us
should've-
tickets.
We should have.
We could have like
See, I didn't know it was. In
I know it's on the
Memphis.
board. Who's Alabama play?
probably no one-
South Florida.
McNeese State, probably.
probably FCS South.
Hey,
Probably Austin
they're,
Peay.
they're playing your mom and
Throw
them.
some NCAA in there.
Your
We're
mom
playing
and
those
them
teams
university.
that Matt's coach team.
Oh, calm down.
They're
8-man
playing them
football.
8-man football.
Eight-man
Hey man, football.
It's gonna be a good week.
I
I think this week is where I'm gonna get my look back with that Indiana game.
And apparently the Florida game too.
Oh, the chomp.
I was so close to going to Gainesville this weekend too. I was on the verge.
I got my Tennessee
On the
insider
verge.
fan is going to the game.
Who's your Tennessee Insider fan? If you don't mind me asking.
That's my
It's personal. Okay.
personal. So
I had.
it's Jeff. Shout out Jeff. I think if Tennessee loses to Florida,
Tennessee insider fan.
Tennessee loses to Florida. and my-
Another if. What if?
If Tennessee loses to Florida, my Tennessee insider fan would agree that last year was 5 steps forward. If you lose to Florida this year, that's 5 steps back.
Yeah.
Y'all just started over.
It's definitely a big turning point if they lose.
It's big.
Season might be
It's a
wrap.
big turning point.
And think
point
about
for
it.
Florida too.
Do you think Billy Napier wants to be the first coach
They
in
better
20
boo
years?
What do
Bazooka
they have
Joe
to
out
lose?
of the stadium
Nothing.
if he loses that game
That's
because they
what I'm
got plenty of
scared of.
talent. Let's
They-
get the players the ball.
If y'all are, if it's a close game
Let's
at
give
half,
him the
it's
ball.
gonna be a good game.
I'm
Well,
And if
they
y'all
have
are
nothing
down
to
by
lose.
half,
they're gonna get after it.
if they're down by half, 2 touchdowns, the llama chants are coming.
I'm gonna give me one of them hats that says "Run the damn ball."
And as soon as llama
Play with the trick plays, Bert. Run the dang
ball.
ball.
as soon as llama steps on the field,
You can't pronounce his last name first off.
Nico Llama Lover.
I just call him
Llama.
llama. Nico. As soon as Nico steps on the field, Joe Milton will not play another snap under.
This is also another what if though. This is a hypothetical. Hypothetically speaking,
What if the game gets canceled?
What if
They
God
they just did have a
was-
hurricane. You never know. It could be.
What
no.
if COVID comes back?
It's not.
What if?
What if I grew to
It's
be?
one of the.
What
ifs.
if I grew to be 6'3"? You know,
It's
But
one
that
of
ain't
those
happening.
what ifs.
Well, you know what?
What if God was?
you
one
you
of
can't
us?
choose your whatever you
Just a
want.
thug like one of us. Get it in the club. Like,
But I'm excited. It should be fun.
Yeah.
Ole Miss fans, who's Ole Miss play this week? Let us
Nobody
know.
cares.
I think they play Georgia Tech.
They just run the ball.
Dude,
That's all.
The read option.
Yeah, I think
They
play
got
Georgia
Read
Tech.
ball,
option. They're
too.
running the wing T, aren't they?
No, I
Not
think
anymore.
they're shocking
They're
now.
shocking now.
They're the gun.
They
Yeah.
used to be wing T, read option, and they used to be the only college football team that still wore Russell Athletics.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
Wow.
now they're not anymore.
Now
wear-
they're Adidas.
They're Adidas.
Adidas.
I remember the Russell days because our neighbors are the
Hey.
biggest Georgia Tech fans I've ever met in my life.
Really?
They
Yeah.
both went to Georgia Tech.
No,
and
they're
they
smart,
have
aren't they?
season tickets. Oh, he's a genius.
Are they like Rambler, Gambler, da 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 da?
No, they're chill Georgia Tech fans, but like
I
I've
would
never
never-
seen that man.
No, look
happy.
at this. You know what's bad?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like we went over there to watch games when I was little, and I was like, Greg, why
hold
are they
that
not
thought.
throwing the ball? Like Tennessee back in the day throw the ball, everybody else throws the ball. It's like why are they not throwing the ball?
Georgia Tech is a sad.
Why they
sad-
just keep
I
handing
would
it
just
off?
stay in the closet if I was a Georgia
So I'm
Tech
saying
fan.
they're
How you gonna
snapping-
waste Calvin Johnson's potential?
And Larry Fitz. No, he went to Pitt. Never mind.
There's another big receiver.
Something like that. What were you saying? Well, I know this is on your mind. This is on your mental.
UTC was Russell. They switched like 4 years before Georgia Tech did. Georgia Tech's got way more money. And they were still wearing them bum-ass uniforms.
Because the coach they had. Coach
He was
won.
like very like old school.
The Russell did look good on them though. The Russell were
That's-
tough.
They were the only.
Demarius Thomas is who I was thinking
Yeah,
of.
the
R.I.P.
Kay
Russ-
Tinsley. I was talking to him. He goes, man, I just like wearing them Russell. And I wasn't a big fan of them Adidas jersey. I was like,
No, we at Grace, we had Russell unis. Tough. Tough.
God.
Them Adidas jerseys Hamilton had looked pretty comfy.
I know.
I have
they
a-
cut your circulation on
Yeah.
trying to put them on.
I have Grace's East Hamilton jersey in my room, and they
How'd
would
you
check.
get these Hamilton jerseys?
I mean, Grace.
Oh, I was about to say.
Grace's jersey. My
That would
bad.
be crazy.
No,
I have a Boyd Buchanan soccer region championship trophy in my closet
I would put my
This
football.
guy's a thief.
from
I would put-
2017. No, we beat them 35-0, and I was like, I'm not finished.
I
no,
would put
I'm
my-
not finished.
He's gonna rob their trophy.
My Adidas jersey
I'm
fit
not
better
finished.
on pads.
We also took a
than without
2011 volleyball region show.
Like legit, I'd put an Adidas jersey on, and it was skin tight without pads.
Mhm.
I'd put it on my pads, and it was more comfortable. Like I would wear, like we'd walk through the hallway. I remember
That thing looks like a schmedium on you. Just like absolutely
Schmedium,
just guns
schmedium.
out.
Because Will's gigantic.
Will's huge.
Will could have been the best tight end with them long out arms. Every time.
Now he's
I was that big receiver. I was that.
You made some plays.
I know they're snagging on them, snagging on some hoes.
Yeah.
Snaggy.
You
They
got
called him Snaggy Campbell in high school.
Snaggerton.
I can vouch for that. They called him Snaggy.
But yeah, it's gonna be a good week of
It's gonna be a
games.
great week. I do, like I said, this is a stressful week. I've been thinking about this game ever since the Austin P game was over. Because I'm like I said before, I was so confident.
Y'all should be shaking your boots.
I'm not shaking in my boots. I'm definitely like nervous. I'm shaking right now. I'm not shaking my boots. But I'm
Over, I
shaking.
got stuff in my boots. I'm bringing out gator bait. You know?
I
Checking it
don't know.
out.
I just Tennessee just looks.
We haven't caught our stride yet. Our running game is awesome.
Yeah, y'all's,
Running game's
y'all's
awesome.
wide receivers, the Thompson guy or Thornton guy from Oregon.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
Squirrel's like your best wide receiver. Ramel Keen.
We still haven't.
Brew doesn't get the ball enough.
That's what I was about to say. Brew hasn't gotten the ball.
Heck, they threw it to
Well,
him
they
twice,
threw
and
it
he
to him,
fucking
dropped it.
Yeah. Well,
Look,
okay,
he tried
I
it for
didn't get to
blood.
watch
Not
the game.
really
Was
big.
it raining? Because like I
No,
knew there was a
it
lighting
was-
delay or
It was
something.
sunny in 75.
It
You
was
can tell they're
happening.
sweat to them jerseys.
And okay, can we talk about those jerseys? Those were some of the ugliest.
Hey, they look really good when they're dry.
Can
When you
we?
sweat through them, they look black.
Can we just go
I-
back to
I
the
think-
old Smoky Grays that were way better?
It was a good. Well,
Not
there's
the OG. Not the
I-
OG. Like I hated Butch Jones Smoky Gray. The Adidas.
No,
ones,
talk
those are
about the Nike
trash.
ones. I understand it was supposed to be some like some tribute to some old crap.
the Artful Dodger.
Yeah.
First off, don't disrespect.
Who
him like that.
cares? Who cares? Just stick to it. It looks ugly. It looked worse because y'all only
Well,
scored 30 points.
That's because like LSU and Alabama fans, they've just been wearing the same thing.
They don't
for
give a crap.
Decades.
Now I'll let you.
Y'all can have the jerseys. We'll take the trophies.
Yeah.
I think it look better, play better.
And the
you look
Heisman.
good. You feel good. You play good.
Look good, play average.
You look good. You feel good. You play. You feel good. You
I don't
play
know.
good.
I don't know
You
if
play good,
national
you pay good.
champions are
I'm
average.
just saying. I don't think
Now-
LSU wants to come to Neyland right now.
I don't think so either.
I think they'd be just fine.
We went to y'all last year.
They're doing like a 5-year
they're
thing. Where, like
bum.
every year they're doing different smoky gray. I don't know why they're doing
That's
it.
hideous.
And then they're also doing something with the Summit Blue, like the baby blue.
When I went
They're
to
doing
play my
something every
Oh,
year
no,
for
I
that,
can't
too.
make jokes about
When I
it.
They
did
wear a
my-
baby blue jersey. I can't watch
when I
that.
did my
Can I
show-
make
What,
Can
dude?
I
I think the baby blue would be hard.
Straight
Can I make a
Ole Miss.
joke?
Baby blue and orange would
Straight
be
Ole
hard.
Miss.
Those are my 2 favorite colors.
Can we just like?
No, if it's gonna be something, no, let's not make
I mean,
a joke.
Let's
If-
Lady Vol stick to that one.
Yeah, I mean, if Pat Summit saw it, she'd forget about it. But
Maybe like a basketball jersey, you could do that.
I think it'd be hard. You got some like baby blue accents or something on the pants.
Spend my last dime on a meal.
I think it's dumb. Just stick to your original uni.
Can't say the rest of the song.
You know what I'm saying? I think simple is better than complex. Unless you're Oregon, then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it got the rubber.
Right.
All right. I'm Jackson Stone.
I'm Will Campbell.
I'm Matthew London.
I'm Chase Roberts.
Go Gators!
Sliding them DMs.
Oh,
bro.
right,
sliding them
you'll
DMs.
always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top. Woo! Rockies out, Tennessee.